Hello again and welcome to lesson 26 and our because spelling story. And you may be wondering why on earth we have baby elephants and a plus sign. It leads us to the question, why are elephants good at adding? Here we have a big elephant and our answer. Because elephants can add using small elephants. 1, 2, 3. To make sure they don't lose them. Let's take a look at our first sound spelling written in a larger font. Because we can hear B at the beginning and we have the letter B. Elephants, we can hear E at the beginning and we have a letter E. Can, we can hear K and we have the letter C. Add, we can hear A and we have the letter A. Using, we can hear U and we write the letter U. Small, we can hear S at the beginning and we have the letter S. And elephants, again, we can hear E and we have the letter E. So we think about the first sound in each of those words to help us write because. Because elephants can add using small elephants. Now at this point I do have to admit that there are quite a few first sound spelling phrases for because. So if you're quite happy with the one that you know, that's absolutely fine. You can use it when we come to write a short story at the end of this lesson. Going over the sounds at the beginning, because. B, elephants, E, can, C, add, A, using, U, small, S, elephants, E. And that's our strategy for the word because. But if we covered up the first part, we'd have another word. Cause. It's said in a slightly different way. Cause. So, a strategy for 2 words. Because and cause. And you may have noticed that when I said because, I actually said an O sound. But when we have the word cause, we have O for exactly the same letters. And that explains why these 2 words are in this lesson, because we are going on to use A and U. Here we have our elephants again and a reminder. All of these words are needed for the word because when we're thinking about the first sound. And this line is handy for the word cause. So our story is called Just Because. Let's write just. J will be a J because it's followed by a U. Just. And I haven't given because a capital letter because elephants can add using small elephants. But then we have 3 dots, which let us know that there is something else coming. Just because. And the something else is something for you to think about. We have another story where the reason for just because is something that you can think about. Maybe add it to your story. Our first sentence, it's going to be a just because, said Justin. Speech marks for it's going to be. It's, and we need an apostrophe for the missing I in is. It's going to be a, and then inverted commas. One at the beginning of just because. Because, and one at the end. And then we close the speech marks. After a comma, I wonder what he means. I think it must be something that is given as a reason. Just because. And we don't know what the reason is. Said Justin. J followed by a, so it will be a J, just, tin. I wonder what they wanted to do. I wonder if it had anything to do with elephants. And the cause this time? Asked Judith. Those speech marks again. And the cause can add using small elephants. The cause or the reason. This time said as a question, so we need that question mark. Asked Judith. Ask and then suffix ed, Judith, to make that vowel sound obvious. And the reply, same one. Speech marks, and we've got down a line. That's how we know we are back to Justin speaking. Same one. So whatever the reason may be, they are used to hearing just because. Judith sighed, so don't ask. Judith speaking again, so down a line. Judith sighed. And sighed has our IGH spelling. Judith sighed. And then we can tell this is a question by the way it's said. So don't ask. Speech marks. So don't ask. And the reply comes back, I think so, because it'll make them both sad. Let's write I think so, and we know that it is Justin again, so down a line, speech marks, and I think so. My teeth were on my tongue. And a comma. Because it'll make them both sad. I think we'll just fit because it'll make. Because elephants can add using small elephants. It and an apostrophe for W and I from the word will. It'll make them both sad. My teeth were on my tongue again. Them both sad. So we've learnt a little bit more. Whatever it is that leads to them saying just because as a reason is something they'd be sad about. But not going causes me to be sad. Down a line, and then people reading will know that this time it's Judith speaking. Speech marks. But not going. And go, and then we add suffixing, causes. So we have the word cause, and it'll look as if we've just added an S, but we drop the E to add that suffix es. Cause. It sounds a bit like is, causes, but it's still suffix es. Me too be sad. And me, agreed Justin. Down the line again, and me. Comma and close those speech marks. Agreed, or if you like, agreed Justin. Then he carries on with a new sentence. But getting to the green first makes me glad. Get, we double the T to add suffixing. Getting to the green. I think he must mean Glasgow green. We've given it a capital. Getting to the green first makes me glad. First, and then make. The K is followed by an E, so we write it with a K. Makes me glad. Me glad. So thinking about something else that would be fun helped him not to feel sad. He nudged his sister and set off at a pace. He, and then we have nudge, where the J is at the end of a one-syllable word with a short vowel sound. Yup, D-G-E. Nudged his sister. And set off at a pace. And I think at a pace must mean he set off pretty quickly. I wonder how Judith is going to respond to that. Not this time, laughed Judith. She intends to win. Speech marks and not this time. Comma, and we'll end the speech marks before we write laughed Judith. Laugh at Uncle Gary's hat, and then add suffix ed. Laughed Judith. Judith. So the thought of beating her brother cheered Judith up. They went from feeling sad to feeling happy. Who do you think won? You can add that to your story if you'd like to. Just because. It's going to be a just because, said Justin. And the cause this time? Asked Judith. Same one. Judith sighed. So don't ask? I think so, because it'll make them both sad. But not going causes me to be sad. And me, agreed Justin. But getting to the green first makes me glad. He nudged his sister and set off at a pace. Not this time, laughed Judith. She is determined to beat him. Maybe you would like to go and read your story to somebody else. Maybe they'd have an idea on why just because. Thank you for joining me.